Where can you find the highest concentration of Chinese people in the Western Hemisphere? Welcome to Chinatown, New York City. So this is arguably one of the most famous and most popular Chinatowns in the world. So I thought while I'm here in New York City, I would take the opportunity to come down to Chinatown and do a Chinatown review for you guys. And I've got Kira here. She's one of my bestest friends in the whole world, and she's a native New Yorker. She also loves Chinese food.
Love it!
Yep. So we are gonna give you guys the 411 on the bestest things to eat in New York City, Chinatown. I'm so excited for this video. Oh, there's a plant in my face. Okay, let's go. Here behind me, this is Tea Parlor. It's our first stop for today, and it's the oldest restaurant in all of Chinatown, and it was opened in 1920. There's also quite a bit of history in the streets around Tea Parlor. I don't know if you know this, but New York City, Chinatown has a really violent past. So where we are right now, this is Doyers Street, but back in the day, in the early 1900s, this was actually referred to as the Bloody Angle, due to all the gang violence that occurred right here in this bend in the road. This block was so bloody that officials have said that it's the bloodiest intersection in all of the United States. It's got this really old school retro vibe. I feel like it probably hasn't gone through so many changes since it was opened in 1920. So I guess this is the go-to place for dumplings. Here we go, some sesame balls. So this is like a glutinous rice ball, deep fried, covered in sesame with the lotus paste inside. It's good. The dumplings have arrived. This dumpling here is the one that I saw on the board back here. It's shrimp and snow pea. Oh god, that's good. Definitely recommend this place. The food is really good, everything that we had, and it's very popular. Like, we're here at 3 p.m. on a Thursday and it's full of people. So I guess it has a reputation for a reason. Okay, so before we go to stop number 2, I just want to explain the concept of Chinese American food. Living in China for the last 3 years, I know exactly how delicious and diverse Chinese food is. But when I visit Chinese restaurants in the West, they all seem to have very similar menus. Beef and broccoli, orange chicken, spring rolls, chop suey, chow mein, fortune cookies. And this kind of food is often characterized by being quite gloppy and oily and deep fried. It's like a completely different hybrid of Chinese cuisine, unrecognizable to Chinese people, but it's what people of the West identify as Chinese food. I find it a very funny concept. I have so many friends that come to China and they're really confused by the food they find there. It's nothing like the food they've grown up eating at the local Chinese takeout. American Chinese food has its origins in Chinatowns like this all around America, and while it's not exactly authentic, the dishes can still be really delicious. So this here behind me, this is Wohop, and it's one of the most popular places in Chinatown to pick up some Chinese American food. Cool place. So I'm here at Wohop today and I've got to order their chop suey. It's the quintessential American Chinese food. And pay good money that Chinese people don't actually know what chop suey is. Chop suey came about in a really interesting way. So when a lot of Chinese immigrants first came to America and settled in Chinatowns around the country, nearly all of them were men and nearly none of them knew how to cook, because that was typically the woman's job. So with only this basic grasp of cooking and a lot of missing ingredients, these new cooks found themselves throwing together basically whatever food scraps they had lying around, cooked with vaguely Chinese flavors, and chop suey was born. Chop suey basically means leftovers in Cantonese. It's not authentic Chinese food, but yeah, it's delicious. I would have this again. And here's another Chinese American invention, the fortune cookie. I've never seen one of these in China. Be patient. In time, even an egg will walk. Okay, so this is stop number 3, and I had to come here because this is the #1 rated Chinese restaurant on Yelp. So I'm here to see if their xiaolongbao are as good as people say they are. Let's go. When I was studying in Shanghai, I lived on these things. These are xiaolongbao. They're also known as soup dumplings because in the middle there's soup and on the outside it looks like a dumpling. They're delicious. They're a Shanghai specialty. I've had my fair share of these, so I'd say I'd be able to give a good review on them. From first sight, they look a little gluggy, like they're very doughy, not a very thin casing. Let's see what they taste like. Okay, so there's definitely a trick to eating these because it's got boiling hot soup inside, so you need to get the soup out without giving your mouth third-degree burns. A rookie error would just to be put it all in your mouth at once or to just take a bite out of it. So the trick is taking like a little nibble of the skin, making a little hole, and then you have to suck out the soup. So there's my little hole. The soup is really good, but the casing is too thick in my opinion. So Kira has a very unique way of eating xiaolongbao. It's genius. So she'll take a little bite and then let the soup out and then drink the soup and then eat the dumpling. That's brilliant. Okay, I'm so full right now. I don't think I can physically fit any more food into my stomach. But that's been our review of New York City Chinatown. I hope you guys have liked it. I would really, really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and help me share the China love. Yeah, so thank you, Kira, for helping me today. And yes, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.